is good, YouTube? Quinn Wade Basketball Analysis coming to you with a quick video. I wanted to let you guys know I got some new merchandise available, not just t-shirt anymore. I got different type of t-shirt, different type of shirts and logos that you can purchase on my spread shirt, and also hoodies now. We have expanded and added more to the channel and more merchandise for the brand. Thanks for supporting. It will be in the description and the links will be in the comment section below. Thanks for helping me and supporting the movement. Quinn Wade Basketball Analysis. I'm going to check out the video. What's good, YouTube? Quinn Wade Basketball Analysis coming to y'all with a quick video. We're going to talk about a guy that has really been interesting the last couple years and has a chance to be something special to a team that's looking for a franchise guy and a superstar, but we don't really know because he only played 3 games this year. So we're not going to jump to conclusion and make it seem like he's this amazing player. But it is good to see the progress and the ability to see the coach that put trust in him to, play his game. He's taking his time to get the shots that he wants. He's getting spot up threes and he's taking those and he's taking advantage of them. He's shooting a couple 40 and 60% from 3 the last 2 games. But I like how he's been handling the ball. He's been keeping the dribble alive. He's been attacking the paint without tunnel vision. He's been making the plays to dump it off to Jarrett Allen. He's been making the plays, obviously, to kick out to the shooters like D'Angelo Russell and other guys on this roster. And you can just see the maturation of him. Back then, he couldn't get his shot off consistently. He wasn't the greatest finisher around the rim. And at the same time, you see that a 6'7" guy that was drafted so high, and they had a lot of faith in him when they picked him. They felt like he was going to be the guy for them, and he actually proven it right now. Obviously, this is his first season, and he hasn't played the whole season yet, so his numbers could go down. He could get back to being a role player, but it's a confidence builder seeing that all the work you have put in works, and you're a guy that's young. You're 24 years old. You won't be 25 until next year, and you're getting more minutes now. You're getting more shots attempts. And on top of that, you playing for a team that really needs you to score. If they really want to win games, they're going to have to find somebody to be the guy. They're going to have to find somebody that if they can't get anybody in a free agency, they're going to have to find the guy that can become that player. That's why they try to trade for Jahlil Okafor. They traded for D'Angelo Russell so that way they can find a star that they can either become one or at least try to become an all-star at worst. But then again, that's what you try to do in a draft. And right now, Jarrett Allen looks very solid. He looks like he can be a starting center on a good team, and I give him credit on that. Obviously, D'Angelo Russell, some season he looked like he's going to be the next big thing, and then the next minute he looks like a role player. So they really need somebody that can take that mantle for them to be that guy. And Caris Levert has the size, he has the handles, he has the playmaking abilities, and he has the confidence that he can be great. It's just about instilling that we need you to be great. We need you to have that mentality to take over because nobody has that throne right now. Honestly, in Brooklyn, Spencer Dinwiddie did his thing last year, and they traded for a bunch of guys that's going to allow them to free up cap space. But honestly and truthfully, they don't have that guy that can really take them to that next level or at least be a dominant player, and they're still looking for that person. And I don't see why Caris Levert can't be. It's just about sustaining his play throughout the whole season, and that's the tough thing to do. Can you make the adjustments? Can you continually dominate as they adjust to you and force you to play out of your comfort zone? This roster literally has no players at a superstar level or even at an all-star level on this roster. And you have to think, if Brooklyn can't get somebody to sign with them in free agency, how are they going to get that guy? Honestly, they're going to have good picks because they're going to be a bad team for the next couple of years. But would they trade for a superstar, or are they going to try to develop, or it don't matter as long as they get one? That's a question that I want to see how they're going to do because they have finally got their draft picks and they finally will be able to get some decent selections in the draft now that they going to go back to having their regular picks after they got bamboozled by Danny Ainge and got basically looking like bozos. And that's the sad part about it, is that they were so in a rush to win a championship that they hurted their future. But now they can continue to build in the right direction with a new GM that's focused on getting picks and trying to find that guy throughout the draft, and then also giving them dual ability because they have the ability to have two max contract spots. If D'Angelo Russell doesn't pan out or Spencer Dinwiddie never becomes that all-star player, they have the cap space to pay them decently, but they also can let them walk because they can pay somebody that really wants to be in Brooklyn. Um, Whether it's signing them through a restricted free agency to match our offer sheet, or just going out there and trying to find a guy. And there's some big name free agents this year. But if none of that works, which it hasn't really this last couple years, I think Caris Levert has the best upside of anybody on this roster because of that size and his ability now to make plays. You know, Scoring in isolation off the dribble. He looks very, very good and very, very unique for a guy that has been a role player, and a guy that has shied away from the big moments. And you see these first two games, well, these first three games, and you see that Caris Levert is really focused on dominating the game. But I would like to see him continually getting a lot of shots throughout the rest of this season to really balance him out. Don't let him come, don't let him go, don't let him share the ball and believe in his teammates. Help him, get in those moments. Help him get more comfortable. Continue to put him in positions where he can attack and play his game, whether it's getting to the rim, whether it's hitting that pull-up jump shot, or whether it's playing in a pick and roll with Jaron Allen. You have to continue to instill in him that you need him to be great if y'all really want to get to where y'all want to go. And sometimes players usually either flop at that role or they usually prevail. And that's something that you have to do. You seen that with Trae Young. They threw him in the fire. We have Dennis Schroeder. We have a starting point guard, but we're going to trade him, and we're going to allow you to learn, grow. We're going to give growing pains throughout the journey. You're going to take a lot of bad shots. You're going to lose us a lot of games, but it's all about development. We may not be in a position to win right now, but we can still try. And that's instilling good habits inside players that, my team need me to get 25. They need me to keep my teammates for getting easy shots. My teammates start to trust in me because they see it in practice, and now they're seeing it on the basketball court. But if he can continue to knock down threes, he's always going to have a place for himself in this league, because the guy that can switch and play multiple positions and guard multiple positions is valuable now, especially at those wing positions. And Caris Levert is one of those hybrid guys that he's tall enough to play either position, the two or the three. And sometimes he can even bring the ball up and make and create plays as a shooting guard or a small forward. So he's starting to show his versatility. He's starting to show the superstar potential that we thought he would have if he was able to improve his shot selection and his body and his confidence. And now that's something that I'm starting to see in these first three games. And now it's just about, can he sustain that level of play offensively throughout the rest of the season, which is going to be tough because teams going to come at him, and teams going to see multiple ways by studying footage how to stop him. And can he make those adjustments? Can he find other ways to score the basketball? Can he find other ways to stay efficient and effective like he's been able to do these first three games? It's going to be tough. I'm not going to overreact, but I do see the progress that he made, and I do see the big picture with Caris Levert. And that's why I had to make a video, because I did have him as a guy that can win Most Improved Player going into this season, and seeing how he has played and seeing how smart he has become and how comfortable and how well he has adjusted the first three games. He looks like he can become an all-star for them. And this is a wing game. If you have wings that can do multiple things, that's the new NBA. And even though the big man is coming back, you still want to have that dual presence of an inside-outside game. And the pick and roll has been so dominant for years that you do want a guy that can see over the top of the defense, that can handle the ball and score and put the defense in mismatch situations and continue to put pressure on the defense because of the roll man. Especially if Jaron Allen can develop that 15-footer, whether it's a floater or a spot-up jump shot, this team is going to be very difficult to guard. in the future as they continue to put talent around these players and try to find out the direction that they really want to go in. Jared Allen shows star potential, and so does Caris Levert, and it's a great thing to have both of them on your roster, especially because they're so young and they're just so early in their career. But that could be potentially where this team is going. And that could be a great thing because you see the talent and you see their abilities, and you think like, hey, if they can put it together and they can grow together and they can continue to build that chemistry and continue to build that camaraderie. There's no reason why this team cannot at least have two All-Star caliber players with Caris LeVert and Jared Allen if they can continue to utilize them and continue to let them know that we need you guys to be our best players and help us win the game. And like I said, that gives them that inside outside game that makes them difficult to guard, especially if they can continue to perfect it throughout the year. Because Caris LeVert gets a lot of lobs and dump offs to Jared Allen, which means they can play together and they can play off of each other. It's just about continually to do it throughout these seasons and building up the confidence and the chemistry that they can continue to accomplish playing well together. So I definitely want to see how this turns out. I definitely had Jared Allen also on my most improved player list. Because he is going to be starting and getting more minutes and more opportunities to get rebounds and score the basketball and finish around that rim. So this team, obviously, I didn't have them making the playoffs, but it's not really about making the playoffs. It's about developing your young core while also trying to find out who you want to keep around and who you don't, and who you should pay and who you shouldn't pay, and also trying to find that guy that can really be an all-star caliber player at this point, whether it's trading for him or trading pieces that you thought will work for a piece that you think will work, and trying to find out who you can put with this team after this season that can really put them in the right direction. Whether that's a power forward or a point guard, you won't really know until you see how this season play out. And then after that, you can see what you guys are really missing and who you can really build around and who you think won't have that mentality and won't be great enough. You can let them go or pay them less money and use them as an asset to get that superstar guy if Caris or Jared Allen cannot be those all-star caliber players. So let me know what you guys think. Do you think Caris LeVert can be an all-star? Do you think he can be a superstar? Or do you think it's just a little bit too early? Or do you think that, hey, this is going to be Jared Allen's team, or neither one of these guys or those players that can be, transformative to get them back into the playoffs? So let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. Check out my website, analysisplayground.com. Link will be in the description in the comment section below. Check out my Facebook page, analysisplayground.com. Link will be in the description in the comment section below. Like on Facebook to show support. Also, check out my Spreadshirt. There you can find t-shirts, hoodies, sweaters, and even accessories like phone cases, pillowcases, and even water bottles. Support the brand, support the movement. Thanks for watching the video. Thanks for checking out my older videos. Thanks for binge watching all my playlists, and thanks for keeping up and subscribing and liking the video to show support. All these little things does help build my confidence and helps me continue to go, because I enjoy watching and making these videos, and you guys do too, and that's why I continue to go. So at the end of the day, I do need the likes, I do need the views, and I do need you guys to continue to support the content by watching and enjoying it and telling your friends to join the channel. Thanks for the support. Thanks for being there. And Quinn Wade, Basketball Analysis, I'm gone. Let me know what you think about Caris LeVert.